Are you a real estate agent struggling to maintain a consistent schedule for your video marketing? You might be at a place in your real estate career where you know that video marketing is absolutely essential for you. However, you just can't find the time. Well, today I want to be there for you. I want to share with you my proven video creation workflow. This is the exact same workflow that's allowed me to create daily YouTube videos for over 2 years. And this is also the exact same workflow that hundreds of our real estate agents that have gotten into video marketing in an intentional way are producing multi-pieces of content daily. So let's start off with the most important concept on the entire workflow, and that is the concept of batching. The biggest reason that you're running out of time right now is because you're working on one video from beginning to end. You're not working on multiple at once. And that's the entire concept of batching. You're working on multiple videos through stages in your video creation workflow. So by the time you complete the workflow that we're about to cover today, you have 3, 5, 10 videos done at once. So really start thinking in groups, start thinking in batches as we go through this workflow. The workflow itself is very easy to remember. Just think of the acronym BOSRED, B-O-S-R-E-D, which stands for Brainstorm, Optimize, Script, Record, Edit, and Distribute. BOSRED. So let's start off in the first stage, and that's brainstorming. First, you're going to spend about 15 minutes brainstorming various topics that you want to record on. And as the name suggests, this is simply a brainstorming session. There's no right or wrong answer. You're just going through and writing down as many possible video topics that you can think of. But do give yourself a few guidelines. Think about who you want to speak to. Is it home buyers or is it home sellers? Also start thinking about what would be valuable for your viewers to know. So what would be valuable for those home sellers to know? What would also be valuable for those home buyers to know as well if you're targeting them? Because that's going to start guiding your direction on the topics that you want to cover on your YouTube channel. And if for whatever reason there's just a mental block, consider going to these sources for inspiration. Going to blogs, going to industry websites, going to Google search itself, going to YouTube search, and also using ChatGPT. These sources are simply designed to get you going down the road, because as we're migrating all these various topics that we just brainstormed, we're taking all of those over to the meat grinder, which is the optimize stage. In the optimize stage, this is where all bad ideas go to die. In this stage is where you're filtering out good ideas from the bad. This is going to help you save so much time in the long run. And in this stage, you need to answer 3 T's. What is the traffic of this topic? Meaning, is there demand for the topic that I'm considering making a video on? The second T is for thumbnails. What does my thumbnail need to look like if I'm putting this over on YouTube? And the third T is, what is my title going to be? Can I clearly convey in one singular title what this video is about? And if your video topic fails any one of these 3 T's, meaning you can't really answer for what the thumbnail should look like, or you really can't articulate what a title should be, then you have no business making that video. Trust me, if you yourself don't have enough clarity on what the video is about, if there's demand, or what the thumbnail should be like, don't expect your audience to do that for you. Now remember, this entire workflow works on batching. So we might have brought in 20 various video ideas into the optimize stage, but only 5 to 6 are going to be able to move on to the next stage. Those others that you leave here in the optimize stage just get deleted. So let's assume that only 5 videos made it out of that meat grinder. Now we go over to scripting. In the scripting phase, your whole goal is to gain clarity on what the content of that video should be. Now there's various ways that you can do that, but it ultimately comes down to 2. You're either going to script out everything you want to say in that video, or 2, you're going to create bullet points on what you want to say in the video. Think of it this way. If you've ever done a speech or done a presentation in the past, you know the type of individual that you are. You might be the type of person that writes everything down so you have clarity on what you're saying, and in some cases, you're reading directly off of the page. But you also might be the napkin person, where you just write out a few bullet points that you want to cover, or whenever you're doing a PowerPoint presentation, you just have images or a few cues, some keywords in there, and you're not writing out everything. Now there's no right or wrong answer here. What's best for you is going to be what's best for you. As long as you give thought to your content of what you actually want to cover in that video, you're going to be fine. And once you get through with one video script, you're going to go over to the next one, and then the next one, and then the next one. So by the time you're through, you should have 5 videos already ready to go, going over into the record stage. It's here in the recording that all of your hard work pays off. You've done all the practicing. Now it's time to get to record. It's in this stage that many content creators run into issues. Now, in the past, you might have been the real estate agent that gets all excited about video marketing and immediately gets in front of the camera and just freezes up because you don't know what topics to cover. You certainly don't know what to say, and it just becomes incredibly frustrating. And that's simply because you didn't take the time to brainstorm various topics that you wanted to record. You certainly didn't put it through any filter like the optimized stage, and you absolutely did nothing with scripting. But all that changes today. That's exactly why I wanted to share this workflow with you. Because once you take all your video production through BOSRED, you're gonna be able to sit down in one sitting and knock out 5 videos. Which means you only have to test your camera, microphone, lighting, and anything else you have going on once. So your production just got so much faster, and it's gonna be reflected in the quality of your videos. And that's actually when you're gonna start seeing some results. That's when you're gonna start getting more views and more people reaching out to you, either to help them buy or to help them sell. Now, if you have a full script for your video, it's very easy to use a teleprompter right in front of your camera and just read off of that. Now, if you're doing bullet points, kind of like myself, then you can have your notes off to the side and just look over here, get a few lines that you want to say, look into the camera and say your lines. And once you get through those lines, go back over here and get some additional notes and come back to the camera. Now, it's very important that you don't stop the recording. That is going to really slow you down. You're going to have one master file by the time you're done. Because even if you screw up and all the times that you're looking over here, or even if you are reading things, you are going to screw up at some point. Keep that in there because all of this gets cleaned up in editing. Once you have your 5 videos recording, you're going to take all those 5 videos into your editing stage. And here's where a business decision needs to be made. Are you going to edit the videos, or are you going to allow a professional editor to edit them for you? Early on, I edited about 250 or so videos myself, and it took me a while to recognize that that was not the highest and best use of my time. So I had to take that leap of faith back in 2018 to have somebody take over my editing for me. And that's one of the best decisions that I ever made for my entire business. I'm not just talking about for video marketing, I'm talking about for my entire business, because I'm able to move much faster, the quality of the videos is so much better, and I'm able to focus on different parts of the business that are going to help grow the business. But I understand that video editing might not be in the budget for you at the beginning, so just use any free editing software that you find, or if you're going to go down the paid route, use Premiere if you're on PC, or Final Cut Pro if you're on a Mac. And just watch some YouTube tutorials on how to edit with those software. You have hundreds of options out there that educate you on how to edit better videos. But if you're interested on having a professional takeover that specializes in the real estate niche, then go ahead and check out the link down below. Now, once you're through with all of your editing, you're gonna move all of those videos over into the distribution phase. This is where you at long last upload the finished video files onto YouTube or onto any social media platform that you're recording for. This is where you piece everything together, the thumbnail, the title, the description, which you're using a good portion of what your script was written on and using that as a description. And the best thing that I can tell you here is to take your time and upload your videos correctly, because you've worked incredibly hard, so don't fumble the ball at the 1-yard line. When you upload to YouTube, make sure that your settings are correct. When you upload, make sure that your custom thumbnail is ready to go. Make sure that you publish on the day and time that you want to publish. There's so many different things to be mindful of, but again, the most important thing here is to take your time and be very thorough when you're uploading. Now, if you found value in this video, go ahead and comment BOSRED down in the comment section below. And if you want to check out a video that's going to help you grow your real estate business, check out this video right here.